What's up, otakus? It's your tour guide here, and I'm just coming at you with another video. This is my top 25 Supergirl covers in the collection. And I put out a video, I think I put out like the top 15 or 10 Supergirl covers a while back. But the Summer of Superman has yielded some additional Supergirl pickups. And I just thought, with Supergirl on the docket for next year, it's a good time to just kind of, in anticipation of that movie for next year. So we just are having some fun here with our list. So we're going to start off with number 25. We have Action Comics 346. And this is just a neat cover. Supergirl decking some Superman imposter. And just looking wholesome as ever here. We love that classic look of Supergirl. We also have Action Comics 316, number 24. This is one where she's forced to make a choice between her dad or Superman. Both are clamoring for themselves to be killed rather than the other. And interesting cover there. All right. Next, we have at number 23, Action Comics 334. This is a period when Supergirl was very popular on the Superman title, and Action Comics in particular was featuring her quite a bit. So they would just take some collected stories and put them in these giant-sized. And I believe this is the first of the Supergirl collections here on Action Comics 334. And so, yeah, there you go. Nice little cover there with her and her super pets. Number 22 is a really interesting one. It's where she actually is portraying her human identity, Linda Danvers. This is a neat cover where she and Jimmy Olsen engage. You don't see that quite often, but yeah, there she is, hamming it up. But Jimmy's not so pleased. He thinks she got him fired, but of course, that's not the case. We know that not to be true, even though I never read that comic book. Number 21. We have the swimsuit variant by Art Germ. That is some goodness in your flavor in your ear. We love the super bikini. I'd be down with seeing the super bikini in the live action. We have Supergirl number 20, and this is the variant cover by Art Germ, and this features a suit that is one of my favorites. It was designed during the Michael Turner run, and it shows off the midriff. So kudos to Michael Turner for this wonderful Supergirl costume. We're not going to see this version in the movie, but we can hope and dream. 19 on the list is Batman Superman Annual 1. And this also features a new look designed by Jay Lee. This was during the New 52 era. And I don't know, I'm not a big proponent of the skirt on Supergirl. So this one actually is pretty neat concept. We've got the skirtless Supergirl costume there. This is more kind of like a gymnast outfit with a cape. I'm down for that. I like that design right there. Jay Lee just killing it with the Supergirl cover here. Next on the list is Dark Knight's Death Metal 3, the variant cover by Art Germ. Art Germ you can tell he has a passion for the Supergirl character. I think a lot of artists do. The ones that I'm going to feature here, a lot of them have a passion because it wouldn't come out. The art would not be produced in this manner if sort of an idea of what kind of concept they want to bring out in the characters. So Always great to see people's take on Supergirl. And we have this beautiful Ross Andru cover here. Supergirl right here, up here, there, and then right there in the center, we have the super shorts. Yeah, I'm all for super shorts, and the blouse. This era's design. I don't know if it would ever be practical because I think it was more stylish. We have that sort of 60s, 70s style sensibilities there with the high go-go boots and all, and the little bandana around her neck, the handkerchief around her neck. Just love that style and sensibility from this era. I would love to see it in a modern take on this with the shorts rather than the skirt, but it remains to be seen whether that will actually be the case. All right, 16 on the list is Supergirl 3, and you got some Michael Turner goodness again with the midriff take on the suit. Just a great cover here. Lex Luthor in his battle suit, kind of putting her in a chokehold there. Beautiful cover by Michael Turner. Number 15 on our list. This used to be one of our favorite covers of all time. It was actually like very, very high on the list, and it still is one of my favorite. But we've just picked up so much good Supergirl stuff. This has kind of fallen out of favor, but it's still 15 on the list. We have Supergirl number 16, and that's just a beautiful art germ piece right there. She's just basking. That sunlight is just playing off her hair. Beautiful, beautiful tones. All right, next we have number 14, and more Michael Turner goodness. Michael Turner just killing it with this cover here on Supergirl 50. Look at that goodness. That is number 14 on our list. Just absolute fire. Fire, fire, fire. Number 13 is a little bit of a controversial pick. I don't think this has ever been on our list before, but the more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't understand why. But it's controversial because we actually don't see Supergirl. I just wish Neil Adams had done more of given us a larger palette, and he had it included Supergirl's expression or face, but all we get are her super short shorts. This is, again, the era costume I love, but we get a nice shot of her legs there, and then, of course, Kandor smashing into bits. So, and what more is there to say? Number 12, we have Supergirl in the costume I love. This is the 80s era. She gets introduced and launched in her new series. Just love that look right there. The shorts, the blouse. That is Rich Buckler goodness right there, coming at you with Dick Giordano. Got the blouse, the handkerchief. Got some cleavage there on Supergirl. But this is just Ross Andru goodness, giving us some darker space, some of the darker shading. The top 10 books, and there's a lot of Silver Age here. So this is when it was prime Supergirl. She just had launched. She was in her peak popularity. We're starting us off on a good note here with Action Comics 299. And I will be doing a Super Baby, another Super Baby list as well, because we've added some Super Baby books. But this is just a beautiful cover with her and Super Baby. She's trying to solve a little mystery here as to why Super Baby's in her time. Number 9, we have Supergirl playing tricks. Supergirl and Batgirl playing tricks on Superman and Batman. Just a playful cover there. Really A cute story as well. Number 8, we got Super Short Goodness. Right on the cover of this milestone edition. Supergirl looking cute as ever. That is the era of Supergirl that I really love. They got to bring that design back. I'm sorry. It's just too good for it to just sink away to that era. It's a nice little board game featuring all the critical moments of her being introduced, all the way to like her having some adventures and then being introduced to the world. So just a cute cover there. Again, these 80-page giant features of Supergirl in Action Comics are cool because you get Action Comics and then you get the Supergirl there, which we've never seen before until those moments. This is a recent pickup, but just a beautiful addition to my collection. It is Superman 212, and this is a collection of super baby stories. And Supergirl is at the forefront there. Some beautiful Neil Adams profile shot of Supergirl there. So this is just an instant classic here. But yeah, we got the Super Baby album open. Just a beautiful classic cover here by Neil Adams on Superman 212. Next on our list is number 5, and we have Superboy number 80, the first meeting between Superboy and Supergirl. And here we actually get the red skirt. Just a great rendition there of the early Supergirl design. And again, their first meeting, Supergirl and Superboy. Always a fun. This is a classic cover, of course. Kurt Swan doing the duties. This is a collab between Kurt Swan and Neil Adams. Neil Adams inked this cover. You can really tell at the centerpiece that's just screams Neil Adams in terms of the look of the character. But yeah, this is just a classic cover. Her, again, the trade dress here. Supergirl's like her own comic book. This is also a collection of fun stories, but she's just busting out there. Neil Adams cover. Gotta love that book. 3 on the list. Very tragic cover. One we don't want to think about, but we have the death of Supergirl on Crisis on Infinite Earths number 3. This is my signed copy, double signature by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Such a critical team for DC titles and stories during the 80s. That there is a keeper, and what a cover by George Perez. Number 2, this is the reason why Michael Turner is just Michael Turner. He gave us this incredible cover of Supergirl. And, I had this in the sketch cover, but the color really adds all the allure of this cover, from her eyes just to the glow and the red, that she's enraptured in red. Oh, you just cannot help but fall in love with Supergirl number 1, Michael Turner. That is incredible. That's just an incredible piece of artwork. And finally, last but not least, is the Supergirl issue. This is just like the best Supergirl comic in my collection. Outside of a first appearance, which I don't think I'll ever be able to get or afford. This is a key that really introduces her to the world, because she's been operating as sort of Superman's backup in the shadows to help things around when he's has to get 2 places at once. But she earns her stripes, and Superman decides, you know what? Let's introduce you to the world. You can be your own Supergirl, and she sets off on protecting Earth right alongside her cousin. So there you go, number 1 on the list, Action Comics 285, the Superman presents Supergirl to the world. And that is your list. OTG's top 25 Supergirl covers in the collection. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.